Hello, guys, and welcome to a very special sneak peek. We're taking a look at the upcoming Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, which is published by Capcom and developed by Slant 6 Games. Got Aaron here with me, as usual. Aaron, how's it going?
To be honest with you, mate, had a shitty day, but I'm much better now I've heard your voice.
Awesome stuff, awesome stuff. We're looking at Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, as I said. This is a game designed for 4-player online co-op. You'll read that in a preview, which is coming up as well. We're looking at one of the missions you've already played earlier, going into free play offline with 3 AI team members. So it's basically squad-based. So you've got four people that can go into the game, and you've got various classes to choose from. The standard classes you'll see here, Aaron. There's nothing really anything different as you'd expect, but I've chosen the assault. And it picks the other 3 for you. And you got some active abilities you can unlock, some passive abilities, so armor and stuff as passive. And I've gone with the incendiary rounds to burn up some zombies. And you can unlock various weapons which link back to Resident Evil of old, like the shotgun and pistols. You can take them with you as well, different stats and everything. I'm not sure how much you've seen of this game so far, Aaron.
Jack all, except for the trailers, mate. But I have to say, from what you've said so far, Burn, COD, and their perk system, it's infecting games everywhere.
But this little perk system, or it's not even a perk system, it's just like you've got certain abilities that you can use for a certain amount of time. For the incendiary rounds, you can use them for like 10 seconds. You can press triangle. This is a PS3 version, and you can burn a few zombies or human enemies up. But this is set in the time of Resident Evil 2. So it starts up, and this is sort of sets up the story for Resident Evil 2. But you're playing an Umbrella Squad, so you're playing as the bad guys, going in and trying to wipe all sort of links to Umbrella for the outbreak.
But does it have 70,000 zombies? That's the question.
Well, it has quite a few zombies. And it's got some different sort of things you can do as well. So you can run and dive away from like grenades, get behind cover as well, which is kind of well, it's not really a first of the series, but it's a first proper cover system. And then you can pick up also stuff like this. You saw the antiviral spray, so you can if you get attacked by zombies and they infect you. You'll turn on your teammates,
okay.
which is a nice little thing, because then if you haven't got a viral spray, basically you'll slowly just turn into zombie, and basically turn on your teammates, unless they save you with one of those sprays.
While you're on the teammate thing, are you in control of your teammates, or is it completely AI controlled?
They're completely AI. They're pretty decent actually in terms of being helpful, and they've got their own ability as well. So you see one of the guys there can go invisible. I think he's one of the classes you can go invisible. And the shooting mechanics themselves are pretty decent as well. I mean, it's obviously hard not to compare with stuff like Gears or Uncharted if you're doing a third-person shooter, especially Gears as it's squad-based as well. But there seems to be solid shooting mechanics. I mean, this is early code, so you might want to see it running as smooth as possible. It's the game's out in March, but I know you were listening to me praise it after playing a little bit of it. From what you're seeing, anything that sort of grabs your attention?
I'll be brutally honest with you.
Be honest.
No.
But yeah, go on.
It just seems, obviously I can't gauge anything until I've obviously got my hands on it, but from what I'm seeing, it just looks like generic third-person shooter number 24,
I think,
with Resident Evil tacked onto it.
I think that's the impression that a lot of people will get from it, and just looking on from the outside until you play it, I think that's probably a fair assessment. But playing it myself and getting hands on with the first few missions of the game, it seems like they've got a decent story in there as well. That so if you're a fan of the series, then you've got something to take from it. And the squad mechanics and the gunplay and everything, it seems to be quite solid. Obviously, again, the game's not fully finished yet, so there's certain things need to obviously iron out, which we'll talk about more in the full preview. But yeah, looking at it from the outside, it might seem just like your bog standard squad-based shooter, but it's actually a lot of fun. You got different types of grenades as well, so you can see the D-pad in the corner there, in the bottom left corner. You can have normal frag grenades, incendiary grenades as well. And you got on the left for the D-pad, you got the first aid spray, which is a staple of Resident Evil. You can pick up herbs as well. Yeah, so you saw me using the incendiary rounds, burning up a few zombies.
And how does the death penalty go? Does your teammate revive you, or any of your teammates revive you?
Yep, they
have their own stock of herbs, or
yep.
Do they plow through the herbs for no reason, even when you don't really need to be healed?
No, it works really well actually. Like you got one of the characters. I think her name's Bertha. She's like a medic. So if your health's pretty low, she normally comes around and gives you a first aid spray. And if you go down, they do come to revive you, which works pretty as well. And they often go down as well, and you can revive them as well. So it works quite well actually in terms of if you're playing with the AI. But it's best played. I played a bit of 4-player co-op as well with a few people, and it works best in playing with a group of friends or a group of people you know, as most 4-player squad-based stuff does. And you've got the zombies as you saw before as enemies, and you've got special ops enemies as well, so humans. And a good thing about it is, I'm not sure you see this here, but you can actually shoot or cut the human enemies, and if there's zombies around, they'll get attracted to the blood. So it opens up a nice sort of strategic element, so you can rather than killing like the humans around you that you're against, you can just like shoot them in the leg or just cut them a bit, and they'll just like soak blood on the floor, and it will attract zombies to them. And just chuck like a grenade in there or something, and try and clear things up a bit easier, so you can work with your teammates to do that. It's pretty.
Only you could knife your teammates. That could lead to some co-op experiences.
It also happens to you as well. Yeah, it also happens to you as well. So if you get cut or if you get shot a lot and you start to bleed, you'll attract loads of zombies, and you'll get like sort of overcrowded and stuff. And in terms of like weapons, ammo is pretty decently sort of placed around enemies, as you would expect. Resident Evil drop ammo and drop weapons and stuff as well. So you saw a frag grenade up there. But yeah, and the cover mechanic is simply you just go into cover, you just move into cover, which can be a bit weird at the start because you'll be just trying to move up against something and you'll get behind cover. Again, going into that in more detail in the preview. But come on, man. I must be, enticing you a little bit into this, man. 4-player.
I don't know, man. Your weapon was just glowing. What was that about? Like,
oh, it was the special ability I was using. It gives you 10 seconds of incendiary rounds, so you can fire up some enemies.
Yeah, interesting. I see the enemies still dissolve on the ground.
They've got a little nods back to the old Resident Evil still there, and again, this is set around the time Resident Evil 2. So just as the outbreak in Raccoon City begins, sort of as Leon and Claire are there, and I think one of the trailers actually showed like you see your mission is to like kill all Raccoon City police at site, so you might be able to like come across Leon and Claire and just like kill them, so you can change history almost. It's pretty cool. And what you see me doing over here is like you can collect like data that sort of scattered around maps or levels, and you can upload them to like terminals, which you saw previously, not this terminal, the laptop, and you can get XP for that. So you get XP for
That's still going to be an achievement.
It probably is, yeah. It probably will be an achievement, a trophy as well at the same time. But there's an interesting story here as well, because you got other Umbrella people in and around the city as well, but they've got their own agenda. So it's like a multi-layered story going on all at the same time. But because I just expected this initially just to be just a random 4-player co-op, as you said, like yourself. But it seems like they've done pretty well. Slant 6 games. I mean, they're not really well known as developers themselves, but they've done pretty well with this, I think, to be honest.
Okay, your man there on the left just seems to be standing around like a maniac, even when you got into cover.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, what do I do? Do I go to the door? Alright, I'll just stand here and shoot stuff.
Yeah. It's great, let's put it that way. And again, it's not finished code, so we can't obviously give a full verdict on the AI as it is. But it's not bad, but it's not great either. But I think you saw me almost get infected by a zombie there. So if you get too close, you'll get affected, and you'll have to use a viral spray to get yourself back in the game. But and the zombies themselves, I mean, I think in terms of visuals, it looks decent as well. I'm not sure that if that comes across in the video. The visuals is actually quite decent as well. And you've got the standard enemies as well, which you'll read about in the preview. You've got the lickers. Can't we all love lickers? Yeah.
No, maybe just you.
You got the tyrants, you got the hunters, all you know. So you got the enemies from, as you'd expect from the Resident Evil series. So again, you see here that the special ops. I think I was trying to like make him bleed, so the zombie would come to him, but I just killed him instead. I'm too powerful, man. I'm too powerful.
No, the word is failure.
No, I think I got it powerful, to be honest. Yeah, and zombies will come out from everywhere as well. So like, there'll be a few jumpy moments. Like when I was playing this mission for the first time, this is where the zombies first start coming out. They were just like popping out of doors left, right, and center. I was like, whoop, jump. So I had a few like jumpy moments in between. So it was. So it's pretty cool. I mean, it's not full-on survival horror, obviously. It's a third-person shooter squad-based, but it's pretty good.
So before we leave the people, do you reckon this will draw people away from the other zombie shooters out there, the Left 4 Deads of the world?
I think this is. I know it's getting released on PC as well, but I think this is probably more of a console-based experience. From what I'm getting from playing what I've played so far. And there's also a versus mode as well, so you got competitive stuff online as well. But I think the 4-player co-op was the main draw. And I think if you're a Resident Evil fan, it's definitely one to keep an eye out because it's out. I think it's out beginning of March. It's most definitely one to keep an eye out. I think. But we'll probably end it there and give you a bit of time to look at the end of the video, and you'll see. I think towards the end of the video, you'll see me successfully bleeding out a human enemy and loads of zombies getting attracted to him. But yeah, you got the herbs there as well, as I said previously. But thanks for watching, guys, and keep an eye out for the preview, which will be hitting the site soon. Aaron, you love zombies, and I know you're gonna buy this game. Thank you.
I love you more, and maybe.
Good stuff. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.